Right, we will need to bring some cables up here. Yeah, I'll just bring them through this wall. And I'll set them for deconstruction, because we'll have to do that anyway. Laur's asleep right now, so it's not a big issue. I'll get that turkey hunted. I'm just going to try and keep this area clear. One thing I actually wanted to do was add some more defenses. Because right now, especially here, can't do anything yet. Later on in the game, I can research something that will let me dry the mud out, and I can actually build on it. But for right now, I want to have kind of... Jesus, cargo pods they're terrifyingly loud. I want to have multiple places with sandbags so that if someone has grenades, they can't just blow up every defender I have in one shot. So I'm going to do that up here as well. But I don't really know where. I guess I could kind of have them on the side so that when people come in, they can shoot them that way. This is kind of an awkward place because it's a funnel, but it means I'm a little bit funneled as well. I just don't have to go through the deadfall traps. That can be for later. I'll check these cargo pods first. A bunch of bricks. That's pretty good. So right now most of my buildings are made out of wood. Or actually everything I've built is made out of wood. Or steel and sand. So if I can get enough bricks, I could make sculptures with them, but I can just make my buildings out of bricks, and that makes them tougher and far less flammable. I'll eventually also make the walls, and I'll make the walls probably 3 thick and out of brick, so that way sappers have a rough time getting through. Well, Laur's awake, and she's building these coolers. This is pretty much just the story of Lour. I say that maybe the first 60% of the game is really focused around construction, and even then, the other 40%, there's a lot of construction going on. It's kind of construction and combat, and every now and then you have a bad winter, so the story turns to farming. But I only have one builder, so it means most of what is actually going on is happening at night. Now, no one actually hauled this stuff. Oh, is she? No, she is hauling it. So yeah, no one has deconstructed this, because only Lour will, but removing floors is a lower priority than building coolers. Oh my goodness, what is going on in here? There are bricks and leather in here. I have done an awful job of this storage. Wait, oh. Did I not copy the settings earlier? Okay, so copy. Let's just bring this up. Paste. Okay, there we go. I apparently just didn't copy them properly earlier. Probably clicked paste instead of copy. I'm gonna put a light in the... Actually, no I'm not. I don't have any steel. I really just need to get resources at this point. So, Lizzie... Yeah, she'll be crafting the day. Chef will be cooking. So you got any construction know-how? None whatsoever. Cool. Rosa has a little bit. What does she do? Rosa is my gardener? Oh, she's my researcher. Yeah, she's busy too. Okay. Looks like it's just gonna be Lour doing most of the work. But those coolers are done. So I can close this off and turn these down to -5 Celsius. That's what I normally go with. There we go. Lour is resting. I'm gonna get her to finish off this little bit of wall, because then that means the freezer is actually gonna be hopefully freezing. Yeah, 9 degrees outside. I imagine it's gonna be pretty easy to cool this down. And I will remove these walls so we get a bit of extra freezer room. Because now we've got all those potatoes in there, and we'll get the bricks out. We don't want potatoes mixed in with bricks, or bricks mixed in with potatoes, however you want it. And I'll just see, I've got 10 days before winter starts. So I'm gonna see what I could grow for foodstuffs, because I do have quite a lot. I've got 3,139 raw food, and I need 10 to make simple meals. But I might as well be growing stuff. But I need something that will probably 5-day growth time, because it doesn't grow at night. What's rice? Growing time 3 days. Oh my goodness, let's get some rice going. Where's that? There we go. Yeah, I'll get some rice. So yeah, we're really just waiting on Lour. But I can at the very least keep her busy so I can build stuff in the day, well, set stuff to be built. I'm going to put a few wooden walls over here. Yeah, I'll put them inside. That'll just be easier. And I'm gonna do that because as time goes on, it gets more difficult. So this way, if sappers attack from, I guess, the west, they're really likely just gonna bust that down. So if I board that up a bit, it'll make it harder for them to bust through, or they might actually try and go somewhere else. Why is that paused? There we go. Speed 3. I'm gonna keep things moving. But I've got some steel now. So I'll put a light in the hospital. And I could put a light in the freezer. It's a bit of a luxury. People get a little sad we're in the dark. But, you know, Chef's the only one really going in there, and he's not in the dark for that long. Nah, he'll be fine. Oh, Rosa. It's been inspired. Her shooting accuracy will be improved for the next 3 days. Well, it's pretty good. And we finished smithing. So what do I want next? I could just go with long blades, but I don't actually have smithing done. Ooh, electric smelting. I think that's what I want. Build electric smithy and smelters. The electric smithy allows smithing items without fuel. The electric smelters use heat and strong electromagnets to extract useful metal from slag, chunks, and other items. That's exactly what I want. That means drop pods and stuff, the steel slag that they drop, I can melt that down, and I think it's like 10 steel each. So it's not too bad if you can collect that. Because like, you can see a bunch down there, that's, what, 70 steel if it is 10 per thing. Alright, now I have 116, so that's a fair bit for me. Yeah, that is on 3 times speed, okay. Oh, Laur's awake. So this ship chunk should get steel and components. I'm gonna get her to pick those up, just so they don't deteriorate. The main reason I do that is, with components, it's especially important. Everything else is just, if it gets to 0, it'll cease to be. It'll completely deteriorate into nothing and disappear. But with components, you can build automatic turrets. And if the turrets get blown up, there's a chance that the components in them survive, but they're damaged. And they carry that damage over with them, so you can put them back in. If it blows up again, they'll come out even more damaged. So this way, if they start off with max health, it means when I'm replacing them or like putting them back in, they'll just last longer. With medicine, you know, I don't think it actually has an effect on the effectiveness of the medicine. If it's deteriorated a little bit, I think it's kind of an all or nothing. And there's another raid. You put it on 3 times speed, you really go through them. So this is Abenzokri again. Ooh, Val, Chief. Is he actually their chief? I'll check the factions. The Alliance of Abenzokri. Their chief is Exorus Huntsman Hawk. Okay, so it's not Val. They're the enemies of the merchants and me. Wow, everyone hates the merchants. But these guys hate me and the merchants. I feel like that says more about me than it does about them. So, Olga Galga. Chemical fascination, nervous. Passionate about crafting. That would be good because Chef's going to be cooking most of the day. He's not really going to have time to craft because tailoring takes quite a long while to actually get anything done. This wouldn't be a bad person to capture. The nervous is not bad, it just means like this. You can see little black lines. That's their break threshold, and because they're nervous, those are higher. Most people, those will be much lower. So at 43% kind of happiness or mood, they can have a minor break. So it just makes it a little more difficult to take care of them. And Val, he's a lot younger. Ooh, well, he is an exceptionally good fighter, which means he's going to be good at fighting us. But if we can capture him, I would like to recruit him. He is a psychopath. That's actually a pretty good thing in my opinion, as far as the game goes. So psychopaths have no empathy. The suffering of others doesn't bother them at all. They don't mind if others are butchered, left unburied, imprisoned, or sold to slavery, unless it affects him. It's like if it's family members or something, I guess. He also feels no mood boost from socializing. That's really the only downside. And he's psychically sensitive. Not a big issue. that can be a good thing. You can get good psychic stuff, but most of it is bad. They are attacking immediately. So, that's the lower defense. And I think, do they both have spears? I didn't actually check. Steel Iqua, I think that's a spear. A short spear handle attached to a long bladed head, designed to be driven into vital organs with a quick thrust. Definitely sounds like a melee weapon, not a ranged weapon. Oh, bloody hell, they're quick. So, Chef is actually going to be separated from the group, but that's alright because he's got the rifle. I'll get Lour and Rosa up the front, and Lizzie at the back with a pistol. Okay, so shoot. Looks like Chef is going to be fighting Val alone. Why is there a wooden wall here? I must have put that there by accident. When did that? How? How does that happen? I'm going to get Chef to come down here because I don't want him fighting a really crazy psychopath fighter all on his own. Rosa got a crack and a bruise. Nice, didn't actually get stabbed by the Iqua. However you pronounce that. But Val is on the run, so we're going to keep shooting him and hopefully take him down. Ooh. So that's actually not too good. I think even if they run, when you get in close like this, they actually do fight back. I think. But we've knocked him down. He's going to bleed out quite soon. Oh my goodness. 441% per day is how much he's bleeding. And oh, I've already forgotten her name. What's this one called? Olga Galga. That's a real tongue twister. She isn't going to bleed out because she didn't actually get cut. She just got, wow. Gunshot to the torso with a revolver and she's not bleeding. Oh my goodness. She got shot 4 times and she's not bleeding. That is badass. Holy crap. Oh, she's dead. That's why she's not bleeding. That makes more sense. Bloody hell. Okay, Rosa. You are my medic. Well, see, now I've got to think. Now I've got to think, is 5.5 hours enough time to get him to the prison cell, to have someone get medicine, and then tend his wounds? Or I could just put a sleeping spot for a prisoner down here, potentially, and try and tend him without bandages? Okay. I think I'm gonna go for the prison. So I'll get Lour to take him to the prison, and I'll get Rosa to be standing on the herbal medicine. Let's enable the use of all of it. She might need multiple herbal medicine. How long does he have left? 4.4 hours. Okay, yeah. I really overestimated how quickly time passed. We should be fine. And she's already tending to Val. Nice. Okay, yeah, she's taken 4 of the herbal medicine in. She really has a lot of work to do. I should actually get a light in there. We built the hospital light. Haven't connected it yet. Even if we had connected it, it'd be off most of the time. I'm gonna put a light in here. Yeah, just by the door. Because if you are, and the same reason I put it in the hospital, if you're tending someone, you basically have an efficiency percentage, so 37% efficiency for the tending of that wound. If a room is dark, it makes it more difficult. If it's bright, it makes it easier. So it's a good thing to have where you're going to be doing your doctoring. But it looks like Val should make a full recovery. We'll see if he gets an infection. This isn't the cleanest room. Neither is our hospital, actually. It's a dirt floor. That's not exactly what you want in your hospital. I'm gonna put a wooden floor in here just for now, because really wood is the only highly accessible resource that I want to use right now. Stone is pretty good right now. I'm saying right now a lot, I think. Now that Lizzie is stone cutting, it means we've got access to a lot more bricks, but I'd prefer my walls to be made out of brick, because they're more permanent, stronger. Floor tile, that's just for looks. It just makes the room nicer to be in, makes people happier or less sad if they're particularly depressed about the whole situation of living. the wood just is nice and neutral and cheap. I'll just check that Rosa tended herself. Okay, she hasn't. She is feeding Val. Oh, right. So Lour is my warden, but she's asleep. And Val needs some food, so Rosa's gonna do it. Where do I do this? Self-tend. Okay, so that, I don't know if that stays on, but I have it so that no one can use medical supplies right now, but they can self-tend, so you know, just pat yourself on the bruise and tell yourself to feel better, I guess is what they do. I'm not really sure how that works. So I just wanted to make sure that Rosa did that, and she will just self-tend forever now. Just because she's my only doctor, you know, if someone else gets injured, she'll go and pat them on the head and tell them to feel good. But I have to let her know she can do that for herself. And yeah, Val's pretty beat up. But if I go to the prisoner, nope, not allowed to use medicine on him. I can have no interaction, friendly chat, or chat and recruit. Right now I'm just gonna have a friendly chat, and that'll mean Lour and Val will get to know each other, like each other a bit more, and that'll make the recruitment difficulty not 94%. That's pretty damn high. And I can also release and execute them, so you have options.